wisdom teachers, gentle healers, and bold leaders of our global awakening. Welcome to the Joshua Jordan Experience. Listen to gather mystical insights for an extraordinary life. There's only one understanding that illustrates the integrity of reality. You see, all separation is an illusion. Joshua split the single understanding into 7 segments to simplify the teaching. One message in 7 parts reflects the one being in countless portions. As you learn the 7th major understanding, hold fast to the knowledge that each segment called a major understanding does not stand alone. Each of these segments is interrelated and depends upon each other. All understandings are inseparable. So, there is one understanding that Joshua teaches in 7 parts. So I'm often asked, what are the understandings 1 through 6, as you seem to speak of the 7th major understanding all the time. So today I will give you a brief overview to help you grasp the 7 major portions of the one understanding. The first major understanding reveals the nature of physical reality. To operate on the earth plane, beings must learn to maneuver within the illusion of time and space. This includes taking responsibility for and owning a seemingly physical body that appears in time and space with fixed frame of reference. Time and space, a fixed frame of reference. In order to live a lifetime, you have to learn to operate in the physical. Human beings and others with identities accept the illusion of separation from the source of all that is. People agree to function within the framework of the physical dimension to experience a lifetime. If you do not want to operate within the physical framework of reality, you don't get to have a lifetime. You don't get to manifest here. So we accept this agreement that we will play on a stage where everything appears to be separate. So while we imagine the physical dimension to be solid, it is not. Furthermore, there are multiple parallel dimensions, physical and non-physical, that are inseparable from one another and inseparable from the one that we perceive with our 5 senses. The second major understanding teaches the characteristics of psychological interaction. Mind is the bridge between our physical nature and our eternal and infinite spiritual being. Everything that exists springs from one consciousness. That consciousness, that conscious awareness, is the source of all that is. There's only one mind here. No thought occurs in a closed or private system. Everything is connected. Humankind often forgets that the mind is connected to everything and everyone because we have adopted the illusion of separation taught to us in the first major understanding. So for the purpose to live a lifetime, we have accepted separation, and yet there are no divisions possible within the one mind. Souls adopt an identity to play and enjoy an unlimited opportunity of experience in multiple dimensions, including incarnation. Since nothing can be separated from the one, our multiple lifetimes affect all that is. The third major understanding is about our power to create. The source itself sent out from itself portions of itself to explore and experience more of itself. I shared that with you in a recent video where we were talking about all of creation. So being one with the source of all that is endows each imagined portion of the one with the innate power to create. Humankind must remember that we are the creators. There are no victims here. There is no such thing as coincidence, and accidents do not happen. Everything happens with purpose. Everything happens with purpose. And of course, your life is not happening to you. It is happening for you. Each soul and each person has the power to create an individual experience of reality. Individually and as a collective, beings must recognize that the power to imagine is the power to create. The power to imagine is the power to create. And all of us have the power to imagine. This understanding reminds us that what we give is what we receive, and what we dwell on gains energy, gains power. Our desire to create ensures that nothing exists in a permanent state. Change is the evidence of our creative power. Through our power to create, we will manifest the Great Awakening. The fourth major understanding addresses our role of stewardship. Just as the source of all that is assumes responsibility for creation, we share the responsibility for nurturing the earth. People must recognize and remember our connection to flora and fauna in all forms, here and now. Humans are completely dependent upon the air, the water, and the soil, and must remember that it is our role to take care of our environment. This is our home. It is our responsibility to care for it. The health of the environment equals the health of the collective consciousness. I will repeat that. The health of the environment equals the health of the collective consciousness. As a collective, we cannot be healthy in mind, body, and spirit if our environment is toxic. It cannot be done. There is no separation between the earth and her inhabitants. The air, water, land, flora, and fauna are one, and we are one of the animal species present here, with the conscious responsibility to be the nurturer and the caretaker of the planet. For humankind to endure as a dominant species on Earth, we must engage in creating a healthy environment. The fifth major understanding explains our freedom. Here is another perfect paradox. Our free will is unlimited, yet we have agreed to play the game of reality within certain guidelines. The human experience is expanded through the practice of our free will and moment by moment choices of thought and action. Free will is an intrinsic characteristic that cannot be taken away or surrendered. Your free will cannot be taken from you, or can you surrender it? All events occur in alignment with the agreements applied to each dimension of reality. Before incarnating, each of us developed a basic outline for an individual lifetime, and we agreed to play by the rules of the physical dimension. Within these accepted guidelines, we enjoy our freedom. The sixth major understanding reveals our connection to spiritual family. This knowledge reminds us that people usually incarnate in familiar groups for a purpose. This purpose is known and accepted by the spiritual family. The spiritual family agrees to play various roles and perform specific functions within an incarnation cycle. Members of your spiritual family may or may not be members of your biological family during this lifetime. Members of your spiritual family may or may not be human. We are family with animals, minerals, elements, and so on. It could be said that you and your spiritual family are sharing an adventure in this amusement park. Nonetheless, there is truly only one being here. We are all related and connected. Spiritual family is just another paradox evident in the illusion of separation for the purpose of a lifetime. It was the concept of spiritual family within the seventh major understanding that I struggled with a great deal while learning about oneness. Because here we are talking about all is one and all is inseparable, and suddenly in the sixth major understanding, we're splitting out into tribes or groups or family, where we are separating. But there is purpose in this. We are separating into a known group for the purpose of playing out our experiences that teach us what we want to learn in the course of this lifetime. This is easiest accomplished with those we have experience with in other lifetimes. So while you are living multiple lifetimes that are all happening right now, we do have a spiritual family that we are drawn to and cannot miss when we see them. However, there truly is only one being here, and we are all family. This is another perfect paradox. The seventh major understanding is focused on oneness, and it places emphasis on three key principles. The first being, of course, that all is one. There is no exception to this. All that is emanates from one source, and every single portion of the seventh major understanding, understandings 1 through 7, will always come back to this fact. All is one. 2. You create your own reality, and together we create the mass reality. The seventh major understanding seeks to awaken humankind to our power as creators, accepting that yes, we can change the way humans interact with one another on this planet. Yes, we can create an age of awakening. And then the third pillar of the seventh major understanding is to remind us that time and space and all ideas of separation are illusions. Joshua selected these components of the one understanding as the focus of his message. He believes that as people grasp these concepts, the entire nature of our existence begins to unfold. Looking deeply, you will discover that the seventh major understanding contains the knowledge of understandings 1 through 6. So the one called 7, the universal understanding, of course includes everything revealed to us in understandings 1 through 6. The 7 understandings remind humanity that all that is known exists in a perfect state of oneness with the source of all that is. Therefore, you are the one. You are the creator. The understandings teach the paradox of perfection. The seventh major understanding promotes human recollection of unity with all that is. This knowing includes remembering that each major understanding is integrated into the others and nothing is finished. In conclusion, it is evident that the major understandings work in unity to accelerate awakening here and now. By grasping the understanding of our existence, everyone may realize a lifetime that is spiritually rich, mentally stimulating, emotionally fulfilling, and physically delightful. Thank you for listening. We hope you heard something to ponder and gained inspiration for your journey. Please join us again next time. Joshua says, let the light grow, let love show, and let your life be fun.